Mental health worldwide is in crisis. For example, in the United States, they're saying that the generation, the iGen, kids who've lived now through the pandemic, have the highest rate of anxiety disorders ever recorded. And that's just the United States. So what are some of the factors? They're obvious, right? The pandemic, obviously. There's an identity crisis as well, in the sense of ethnic identity, racial identity, gender identity. All the identities are in turmoil, they're in crisis, they're in transition. Climate crisis. The loneliness crisis is something I want to specifically talk about in a moment. There's a crisis about empathy. There's a crisis in the lack of empathy shown by systems. Going back to the loneliness crisis, in Great Britain, a number of years ago, they actually created what was called, jokingly called, a minister of loneliness. And it was actually, a woman was appointed, and they've continued to use it in the Secretary of Sports and Society or something like that. They recognize that lots and lots and lots of people are living lonely lives, and that it needs to come out of the closet and needs to be addressed, and that the government can do something about it and help make people aware of it. I feel very strongly about that. I recognize that for my clients, I recognize it for myself. And I think that loneliness is something that is one of the last stigmas that people have a hard time talking about. So that's part of just one little slice of why mental health conditions worldwide are in crisis. And of course, at this moment, I'm talking about a wealthy country like the United States. And just double that, triple that, quadruple that for people living in the third world. Let's roll up our sleeves and start doing something about it.